Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. What I'm going to do here is just talk a little bit about the ammo that I'm going to be shooting through this Rossi Circuit Judge here shortly. I'm really enjoying being able to talk to you from inside the house where it's a little bit easier and I don't have to talk over the wind and so on to kind of let you know a little bit about the gun before we take it out. So what we have here is a Rossi Circuit Judge. We do have a 5-round capacity. It is going to be firing 45 long Colt, and the ammo that we're going to shoot for today is some Winchester Super X 45 Colt, 255 grain lead round nose ammo, and then we're also going to be shooting some Herder's Checkmate brass case 45 long Colt, 250 grain long flat nose. I'm assuming is what that stands for, LFN. But anyway, I'm going to use the Winchester kind of as my standard ammo to determine accuracy. What we'll do is we'll get this sighted in with just the field sights at 75 yards and see how it shoots. My wife and I have only fired 410 shot shell through this. And with my wife being a lefty, there's not a lot of options that we have that are inexpensive for her to do some blue rock shooting. So she actually shoots blue rock with this, with the 410 shot shell, and she's very good with it. And so we'll take it out in the range, and she can do 5 shots, and she can, it's perfectly ambi, so it works well with her. And yeah, no, it's kind of redneck in it, but it's fun. Anyway, this gun currently is loaded with some PDX Home Defender ammo, so I have to take out the choke tube in the end. It actually has a special choke tube that it uses to straighten out your shot before it leaves the barrel, because it does have a rifled barrel. And I'll be putting in the regular slug insert in it so that when we're shooting it, it's not going to have any issues. So you have to do that. So that's a little bit I have to do before the gun goes out. I am going to go ahead and leave the Weaver Picatinny rail up on the top here. That doesn't have to come off. I can actually see the field sights just fine. Field sights are a nice fiber optic sights, style sights, and those are actually what comes with it from the factory. So it should be fairly accurate. It should be spot on once I get it dialed in. So we'll just do 5 rounds at 75 yards, and then maybe, if I can, depending on how busy the range is, I'll set the camera up and set up a target at 100 yards and just see if I can even hit anything with it. It's going to be interesting. I'll have to check the ballistics and see what kind of a drop-off we get at 100 yards with this round. Now, in Nebraska, you can use the 45 long Colt for deer hunting, so this would actually be a great, I know it's becoming an overused term, brush gun, so to speak. A nice 100 yards and below, maybe 125 yard brush gun that you could use with the right kind of ammo. Obviously, I wouldn't go hunting deer with the solid core ammo. I would go for some sort of a hollow point or hunting grade ammo. So it is an option, but it is a very lightweight gun. It is very fast on the draw. You don't have any kind of a safety with it at all, except for just the hammer block safety in case you drop it. So really, take it out in the field, you'd want to make sure that once you pull that hammer back that you're ready to shoot. So anyway, that's just something, that's a whole different discussion for a different time. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be shooting at these Birchwood Casey targets. And I've got some shoot and see inserts that I put in here so that it's going to be easier for you to see it with the camera running. And also, guys, don't forget, check out SS Pond in Lexington, Nebraska. I always like to talk about them because the owner, Stan, does loan me firearms from his private collection. And it does give me some good video material. I do want to take the Ruger 25-45 light out, or 22-45 light out for some test firing. But honestly, I wanted to watch a few breakdown and disassembly and cleaning and reassembly videos on it before I decided to do so. It's not hard. It's just very complicated, and you do need to focus when you reassemble that gun. And being that the 22-45 is not mine, it is actually on loan to me from Stan, I want to make sure that it gets cleaned and assembled properly. It's not going to be hard to do. It's just I need to watch the takedown and reassembly video a few times. If you're looking for a good disassembly video on that gun, by the way, check out the one that's been posted by Argonaut. It's like ARGONAUT or Argonauts. If you look for it under the 22-45 light videos, you'll find it pretty easily. He does just an absolutely awesome breakdown and cleaning video, or just a breakdown and reassembly video on that gun. So enough of me babbling. Okay, so we're going to roll to the range footage here pretty soon. It's kind of a cold, cloudy day, but I think it's going to be nice out for shooting. We'll do some 75 yards and then just maybe take it out to 100 and just see what happens. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the channel in advance. Again, you can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. It's the @TravisP11 on YT over on Twitter, and then just TravisP11 on YT on Instagram. There's going to be links down below, as well as a link that'll give you the address for SS Pawn and the phone number if you want to call them up for all of your firearms needs. So there you go, guys. We're going to get to that range footage here shortly. There's going to be just a little bit of delay between the groups because I'll have to reload, but won't be a big deal like it was on the 30-30 Winchester video that I did yesterday. So thanks for watching, guys. Please stay tuned. If you have any comments on 45 long Colt for hunting, please share. Let me know any experiences that you might have with it. It'd be great to just see what you guys think about this round as a hunting round. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, so here comes that range footage. All right.
Alright guys, so it's pretty obvious that this isn't my usual presentation of the video here. So what's going on is it was, again, annoyingly windy out at the range, so I took the Rossi Circuit Judge out to the range. What had happened, what I discovered, was that the gun was not sighted in at all from the factory like it said it was in the manual. You know, I wouldn't expect it to be, duh. What I'm learning about guns more often is that you should be sighting in at a closer distance and then take it back. Instead, I try to start at 100 yards, and I can't hit the target, and I waste ammo. So anyway, I went ahead and just tried to do a 75-yard sight in. The problem I had with the gun is, even with the sights arranged so that it would give me as much drop as possible on the target, I was still shooting 6 inches high at 75 yards. So I decided to go ahead and take the carbine over to the pistol range. And it was from here that I went ahead and just did some 25-foot shooting just to see what I could use, say, in a home defensive shooting situation. And unfortunately, by this point, trying to get the gun sighted in, I had 5 rounds of Winchester left, and I only had, I had about 30 rounds of that Herders. That Herders comes in a 50-round box. I'm glad I bought the 50-round box because I wouldn't have had enough ammo to sight it in. And like an idiot here, I'm going to take my 5 shots and realize that the camera's not zoomed in. I will tell you, just handheld, you know, the fiber optic sights were very easy to use on the Circuit Judge. And after that first shot hit there on the bottom at 6 o'clock, I went ahead and put the front of the sight right on that first impact point, and then that raised it up just above bullseye. And again, I apologize for not zooming in, but I was like an inch and a half above center on those targets. And I had a very strong group. I had 4 rounds that were practically overlapping each other after I figured out the zero. And so this is the kind of gun that I'm not going to shoot it without a red dot sight on it if I'm going to do any more 45 long Colt. Okay, so now when I zoom in, you can see the group that I had, which was awesome. Now I'm going to shoot 5 rounds with the Herders, which really was not bad. I mean, the group opened up a little bit, but I think I paid like $35 for 50 rounds, which is, you know, again, a good price for 50 rounds of 45 long Colt. I don't reload, but I'll tell you, if I shot this on a regular basis, I probably have to. So again, this was 25 feet with the Herders on the right. I know it says at 75 yards. That was basically because my first 2 shots shot the holding arms off my mobile target. So I went ahead and moved it over to this pistol range. Okay, so I had to load the gun also as I was getting ready to do the second target on the right-hand side. So hope you guys don't mind the little voiceover, but it'll keep you company as you're waiting to see what kind of groups I was shooting. Again, I put the target on the very bottom of the black circle, and then after my first impact point, I started to adjust the best that I possibly could. And as you can see right there, guys, I had a really, really decent group. I had, you know, within probably 3 or 4 inches of each other. I mean, at 25 feet, if I had to defend myself in my home, this gun would be absolutely perfect for that. So yeah, I had some acceptable. I'm definitely going to keep more of that Herders on hand if I want to take it out in the future. I'd really like to put, say, a nice red dot sight on it or some sort of a lightly magnified optic and just see how it does at 100 yards. But I'm probably just going to stick with a 30-30 as my go-to deer gun for the time being, within 200 yards or less. I do have a rifle I'm going to be picking up tomorrow. I'm actually going to be doing a trade of one of my 22s for a Remington 243. It is a model 710, and so I know a lot of you are going to be like, man, that gun is junk, man, that gun is garbage. The guy that I'm buying it from, he's hunted 3 years in a row, and each year he's taken his deer with it, so I'm confident that it's going to be fine. So I'll be bringing some 243 footage. So I've got something for short distance, the 30-30, and I got something for long distance. So there you have it, guys. All right, so thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the channel. All the subscription information is at the bottom of this video, and we will talk to you later, guys. All right, thanks a lot, and bye.